The Ossiarch Bonereapers have finally caught up with the rest of the armies and are playing Age of Sigmar 3rd edition, and I'm super excited about the changes. I'm Adam from Bowles, and these are the brand new changes in the Ossiarch Bonereaper Battletome. One of my biggest gripes about the Ossiarch Bonereaper army before, Relentless Discipline didn't really interact with command points the same way as everybody else. 3rd edition came out, everybody got command points, Ossiarch Bonereapers didn't have access to. That's all changed with the new Relentless Discipline. The difference is that the Ossiarch Bonereapers get a bunch of bonus points, and that's based on the number of Ossiarch Bonereaper models in the army. If you have 3 or more friendly Ossiarch Bonereapers, you get 1 extra command point. 5 or more friendly ones, you get 2 extra ones. And if you have 7 or more friendly Ossiarch Bonereaper units, you get 3 extra command points. And here's the kicker, all of those stack. That means if you have 7 or more Ossiarch Bonereaper units, you're gonna get a total of 6 extra command points. That's huge, just spitting out that many command points. That's on top of your regularly generated command points. Now you're probably thinking, that's a lot of command points, Adam, what are you gonna be able to do with all of them? The good news is that Ossiarch Bonereapers have their own Ossiarch Commands on top of the general command abilities you can use. In total, there are 7 different specific Ossiarch Commands, and each one of these commands can be issued multiple times. Obviously not to the same unit, but different units can get the same command in the same phase, which is a big bonus for this army. Now this doesn't mean you can double up on standard commands. You don't get to rally twice, you don't get to unleash hell twice. That's not here. These are only specific to the Ossiarch commands. Another really big army-wide change is the update to Nadirite weapons. Now if you remember from the previous version of this, it was basically exploding 6s on units that had Nadirite weapon keyword. That's gone. This is now just an army-wide ability. It does not apply to mounts, but now every other melee attack in the army has exploding 6s to hit. Naturally, you're gonna have to make wound rolls for all those extra hits, but it's just a bucket of dice. Another major change is the way all of the new subfactions work. Throw out all your preconceived notions about what they did previously because they're all pretty much different. This is a good change because that means they're all actually useful now. Probably not gonna see the rise of just 1 or 2 factions. You might actually see some stuff like the Null Myriad or the Crematorians actually show up on the tabletop, which is exciting. The last major change I wanna cover is a change to a specific hero, and that is Katakros. Katakros still has a full page of rules, so I'm not going to go over everything, but I want to hit some of the cool highlights here. Unlike how it used to be, his companions no longer die as he takes wounds. He still has access to all of those abilities no matter how many wounds he has left. Another big change is when Katakros is fighting another enemy hero. He uses the bottom rank of the damage table. Now, you're probably thinking, wait, isn't that bad? Not for Katakros. While his retinue blade attacks drop, his heavier hitting Indicate and Shield of Mortis attacks actually go up, making him better in single combat against heroes. He's got a bunch of other rules like Mortarch of the Necropolis, Endless Duty, and Supreme Lord of the Bonereaper Legions that are just really good, and I can't wait to see them on the tabletop. As I mentioned, Katakros has a full page of rules and I'm not going to cover every single one of them, but if you want more details, check the link to my article about it in the description below. Naturally, as a 3rd edition Battletome, you're going to get all of your standard updates too. Your grand strategies, your battle tactics, specific artifacts for the army, spell lores, all of that fun stuff you'd expect. We also have a new core battalion as well. Deathless Warrior got a minor update as well. It's still a 6-up ward, but there's no longer a restriction where you have to be within a certain range of hero. It's just a thing that's on all the time for Ossiarch Bonereapers. There's a bunch of little tweaks and changes to all the units in the Battletome. However, there's only 1 new unit in the book, and that is the Mortis and Ossifactor. We have a video coming on that unit soon, so be sure to subscribe to catch it when it goes live. I think that this is going to be like an A-tier army, maybe not the top of the chain, but definitely not the bottom of the chain. Probably better than some of the Gatekeeper armies, but definitely not going to like completely break the meta. But that's not a bad thing. These changes are looking pretty good. I'm actually very pleased with what's going on when taken as a whole. The army is looking rock solid, so I'm very happy with that. And if you want to see more Age of Sigmar videos, check out the video here, and then whatever you two think you like right below that. I'm Adam here from Bowles, and we'll catch you next time.